wanted to make this video real quick for you guys so you can have an idea of what I did to pass the Nclex at 85 questions. So I'm going to try to make this really as condensed as possible. If you have any questions, just text me. You feel me? Okay. So the first thing that I did, I utilized Simply Nursing. And I also utilized Archer. I started off with Simply Nursing, did some of like the quizzes. I never did their assessments, but I always did their quizzes. Their rationales, I would write down. I have a notebook specifically for the Nclex, and I would write down the rationales because that just helps me to retain the ones that I got wrong. I would write down the rationales. Same thing for Archer. Do quizzes, doing the assessments, the CAT exams, I will write down the rationales, okay? The ones that I got wrong, that's what I would do. Another thing that I did was I would look at what areas I'm scoring low on, and I would do specific quizzes for those topics to strengthen me with that material. So I just strategized when it came to like my weaknesses and looking at where I'm scoring. So look at where you're scoring low and really target those areas in your studying as well as your as you're taking practice questions. Another thing that I did was the Nclex exam book. I really utilize this, as you see, heavily. When we had the Nclex review, I highlighted the mess out of it and stuff that she said to really focus on. I highlighted it. I wrote notes down in it. If you didn't do that, I still encourage you to utilize it because it gives you like just what you need for each disease process. It kind of goes through the patho. And the thing about this book is it has some of the disease processes that we have not learned in nursing school. So for those specifically, I will read it. And I will also look at a YouTube video on that disease and interventions and stuff like that. So, because I'm a visual learner and I'm an auditory learner. And the videos usually I will look at is like 6 minutes, 7 minutes, not the ones that's like 30 minutes long. We ain't got time for that. I'll look at short videos with those topics that we didn't learn in nursing school so I can hear it, so I can see it, right? And then I will also sometimes take notes on that as well, okay? So utilize this. Take time, get your calendar of what topics you're going to go through for each day. I will write down this day I'm going over COPD, asthma, and emphysema. This day I'm going over spinal cord injury, transfusions, and cancer. And when you're going through those, do practice questions correlating with those topics, especially if you know that you need to sharpen up on it. It doesn't have to be a whole bunch. It could be 10, it could be 15, just so you can see where you at with that. You know what I'm saying? And if you need to spend a little bit more time on those topics. Okay. Another thing that I did was Mark K. So Mark K is the real MVP when it comes to the Google for the Nclex. Look him up if you are unaware or you don't know who he is. He has all of these lectures that really go through all of these processes, all of these different things that you need to know for the Nclex. It's lengthy. Choose which ones you feel like you really need to look at. I didn't look at all of them. I looked at like lectures 1 through 3, 12, and I think like 6. Like some of the ones that I just feel like I need to sharpen up on, note take. I will watch it, listen to it. He's amazing. He really gives you what you need to know. The thing about the Nclex is sometimes there are going to be questions on there that you have no idea what it is and what they're talking about. And don't let that freak you out because we are not going to know everything. But the thing about Mark K is that he gives you what you need. About 65% of the exam, he goes through that material. And if you know that you're not good with endocrine processes, which that was like a weakness for me, and it was a lot of new endocrine diseases that we didn't go as in-depth in nursing school, guess what? I looked at it in here. I watched videos on those diseases, and I also made sure I looked at the lectures that Mark K did, and I took notes on those, and I studied the notes. I looked at my rationales that I wrote down of questions that I got wrong when I did my CAT exams, when I did my assessments, right? These CAT and the assessments, these are from Archer. That would test you to see your chances of passing the Nclex if you took it now. So I would look at those rationales. I watch Mark K. I would do the quizzes. I would look at where I'm scoring low on. I would utilize this and new processes and diseases that we haven't learned. I would go through and I would watch those videos. Again, I'm an auditory and visual learner, so I would do that. Don't be lazy in how you prep. Be organized in what you're going to go through, what topics you're going to go through. And get like a notebook. I would say get a notebook. Depending on how long you have. I graduated in December 15, 2023. And then I took it February 29th. So I had like 2 months. I really started grinding like the middle of January. And then I started taking like practice questions the beginning of like the second week of January, where I was just taking like small quizzes, 15 question quizzes, just to kind of get my brain going, you know. But I did take a break from school. I took a break from studying. I didn't do anything for like 3.5, almost 4 weeks, and then I started grinding through. So make sure you're taking that time. If you need to reschedule, push it back, do that, but also believe in yourself. Don't be fearful. One thing that I'm huge on is my faith. I'm a Christian. And I prayed. I studied the word of God. I spoke the word of God over myself. I can do all things through Christ, through who strengthens me. Greater is he that is in me than he was of the world. He has not given me a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and of a sound mind. I would speak these things. I played worship music that morning and just started declaring victory. Like, Lord, you're with me. I can do this. I'm going to succeed. Like, this is what I'm called to do. This is what I want to do. This is what I love to do. So it's already done. So be encouraged. You got this. And I'm praying for y'all. All right. All right.